Hi, I'm back. This time we're going to talk about verbs as promised. Verbs, there are two types of verbs. One is called auxiliary or helping verb, and the other is called um, lexical or action verbs. Now, we will talk about auxiliary verbs first. Auxiliary verbs, there are two types of auxiliary verbs. One is called the primary auxiliary, and the other is called the modal auxiliary. Primary auxiliaries are the be verb, have verb, and the do verb. Now, under be, we have am, is, are, was, were, be, being, and been. And under have, we have, has, had, and having. Under do, we have do, does, did. Now, these verbs can stand on their own in a sentence. For example, if I say, I am a teacher, the only verb that is present is am, and I is a subject, am is a verb, and a teacher is it consists of an article and a noun, which we call complement. So these verbs, as I said, can stand as the only verb, or it can stand on its own, or it can come in as a helping verb. For instance, if I say I am teaching, teaching is another verb. But if I say I teaching, then we don't have a tense in that sentence. So to ascertain the tense, we bring in the word am or was or whatever. Right? If I say I am teaching, that means we are talking the present tense. But if I say I was teaching, then we're talking about the past tense, so on and so forth. So these primary helping verbs can act as alone in a sentence, as well as act as helping verbs in a sentence. So as a helping verb, it comes to help us to find out the tense there. Right? Now, the other section of the verbs, of the helping verb, is called modal helping verbs. Now, modal helping verbs are there to describe the modality of the speaker. Now, the modal helping verbs are will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, used to, ought to, dare, and needn't. So there are 13 modal helping verbs. Now, what a modal helping verb cannot do is stand on its own. Can we say, I will in the morning? No, you can't. So you have to have another verb coming in after will. So I will study in the morning, or I will work in the morning. So the modal helping verb cannot work as a verb on its own, but we'll have to have another verb. So it will always be a helping verb and not a verb, an individually strong verb to stand on its own. Right. So these are the basic verbs of helping verbs. Apart from these 28 verbs, that is, we have 15 primary helping verbs and 13 modal helping verbs. Apart from these 28, all the other verbs are action verbs or lexical verbs. So apart from the modal helping verbs, all other verbs, mark my words, all other verbs fall onto 5 categories. That is the base form, the S form, the ing form, the past tense, and the past participle. Now, modal helping verbs do not fall into these 5 categories. For instance, if I say, I have a house, or I have a car, what is the S form of the verb have? Have is the base form of the verb. What is the S form? Has. What is the ing form? Having. What is the past tense? Had. And past participle is also had. But if you take something like a will, the verb will, can you say you say I will, but can you say I wills or she wills? No. Willing is something else. Willing gives a different meaning. Would is the past tense of the verb will, but what is the past participle? There is no past participle for will. Right. So now, generally verbs are, we have 2 types of verbs. They're called regular verbs and irregular verbs. The regular verb, in the regular verbs, the past tense and the past participle, we will have ed added to the base form. For instance, we say walk, walked, walked. Dance, danced, danced. Play, played, played. But in regular verbs, there are 5 different patterns the regular verb is formed. And these have different ways of forming the past tense and the past participle. So, now you can see the 5 different forms of regular verbs. And to summarize the whole thing, we have 2 different categories of the verbs. One is called the helping verb. Helping verbs are divided into two forms, that is primary helping verbs and modal helping verbs. And apart from the modal helping verbs, all verbs fall onto 5 different forms: the base form, the S form, the ing form, past tense, and the past participle. So when we talk about verbs, sometimes nouns also can be taken into the verb category. For example, we say water. Water is a noun. It's an uncountable noun. But if you say I water the garden every morning, that means water becomes a verb there. So past tense of water is watered, watering. She waters the pots every evening. She waters. I watered. We have watered the plants already. So there are some nouns some verbs that derive from nouns. So we must keep that in mind. So with that, we will conclude today's video. I hope you have got something out of me. And until we meet again, good day and good speaking.